Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This one of a paired match against Jack. I have the Parthians against his late Roman Republic. So I haven't used Parthian army in a long time, so we'll see how this goes. The Roman Republican army is actually pretty good, pretty flexible. A decent complement of light foot, a decent complement of light horse. The Roman legionaries are honestly ridiculous overkill in the context of fighting Parthian infantry. Elephants, pretty good cavalry, superior. So I did max out on my non-light infantry, 3 regular foot, and 3 militia trioforo, and 3 master archers to support them. Also got 6 light foot. I didn't get the raw levy skirmishers, so just too terrible, as much as I love cheap and terrible units. 4 additional light horse archers, 4 additional non-light unarmored horse archers, 2 additional cataphracts. The cataphracts are nice. Maybe I should be getting more of them, but they can't really charge the Roman infantry head-on very effectively, and the elephants are going to be a big problem. Of course, having said that, now I'm reconsidering. Well, the thing is, he might go for a lot of cheaper infantry to make up numbers. I wonder, who could I sacrifice to get one more cataphract? Have to be multiple units that are actually good, unfortunately. 2 light horse archers equals 1 cataphract. And maybe that's okay. Put it in reserve. Yeah, we can live with that. Jack says, thought it was hard thinking of an army comp for the Parthians. Turns out just as hard for the Romans. Maybe. I feel like I know exactly what I'm going to do with the Romans. And it's basically this. Now, we're going to have to find a way to get at this heavy artillery. Which will involve those light horse archers. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more lights. So we certainly outnumber his lights, but we are going to go slow and steady so that everyone can be properly in position for the fight. Yeah, that's a lot of artillery and infantry. We're going to have to just avoid this and engage that if we can find any way of doing so. Good. Our terrible, no good infantry. Is their long range? 9? They might have messed up. I don't know if they can shoot over built up area. They probably can. Anyway, we're well out of range for the moment. We're going to have to use the cataphracts mainly to shield our weaker elements from the legionaries. Okay, there we go. Now, there might be lights in the woods, there might be lights in the village. Because I could do a point count to be sure, but it's not a tournament match, so I'm going to be quite so serious. Four light cavalry, 2 by 5. This would make it 6. Lightfoot in support of that. Could try to get these militia durios in this rough ground. They might be able to actually survive there against legionaries. Regulars as well. They'll move here out of sight, line up, and then push forward as rapidly as possible in 3 moves. Okay. And unarmored horse archers in support. Out of close bow shot. Something like that. Next turn. Great, get into that rough ground and start getting ready to engage his infantry skirmishers. Shift over and get ready to skirmish. Weapon support. And cataphracts. Irregular foot. These cataphracts can hang back to counter these legionaries. There. Let's get ready to seize that rough ground. And again, where are we trying to go? There. That'll do. Next turn. Good. Now rush past. Okay. Loose some arrows? Sure. Loose some arrows, why not? Do we gauge? I think we do. Good start. How long is the range on this thing? 9? So it's like here-ish. Okay. Is that in range now? Might be. Probably not, but don't really feel like taking unnecessary risks here. Good, no one's home. Alright. Next turn. Okay, that could have resulted in disruption, I think, if you'd moved the Cretans to close range. That's a bit unpleasant, and the cataphracts can kind of shrug it off, but they'll still take casualties. Okay, let's keep on creeping. There we go. And next turn, you can start moving this bunch forward. Maximum speed. 1, 2, 3 turns to get into cover. I suppose he could intercept us. We'll see what happens. Next. Hello. And just out of, is it? Yep, it's just out of heavy weapon or heavy artillery range. Good. Make them pay. If we charge here, they'll evade, and I think that's fine. No. Okay. I guess dude just tripped over himself and fell off his saddle or something. It's good times. It's good times. Oh. No, why would you? Okay. Well, let's get that flank in. And continue the harassment. That was just silly. There's some silliness. Gotta have a bit of silliness in fog, really. Okay, advance. And advance. Master Archers will push in support. Cataphracts will keep swinging out, sans their commander. And otherwise, I think we hang back. Next turn. Now the question is, where does that take us? Oh, that's not bad. Well, okay, that is bad. Okay, that's very bad. Why don't we just shoot for the moment? Start trying to work our way around more. They're close to auto-braking. They might be close enough that it's worth taking one round of artillery fire. Good. Okay, you are doomed. Unless you successfully fall back. Probably still doomed, but gives them a chance anyhow. So, covering fire, I suppose. Nope. It's probably time to start getting annoying. They're all armored. Oh, these are just noble cavalries. They're only protected. Held firm. Okay. Good. You shuffle out of the way. Push forward. Forward a bit. Don't want to get close to the Roman legionaries. Okay, now is it time? I think it is. Okay, let's see if there's a response to that. Next turn. Ouch. About time. Okay, this is a bit messy. Let's try to get all these disrupted units the hell out of here. And see if you break. Yep. Then you go right. Good. At least we got those cataphracts out of there. They're close to an auto break. Nope. We need support on this. Try to work your way around some more. Just in range. Maybe we accept being in range and shuffle around a bit. Push over to the edge. Yeah. Don't really want to get too sucked in here. Held firm. Next turn. Yeah. Now that could work out, depending. Well done, well done. Good. Well, let's see, for starters. Held firm, huh? There we go. Why don't we continue harassment? Come on now. Better. Okay, then what? We could shove these off, but I don't know. Still not low on ammo. Fortunate. We've reached the rough ground at least. Veer off. Yeah, add your weight to that flank push. Good. Oh, let's just murder them. Then to zone the legionaries. And just do some harassment. Waste of arrows, but what else am I going to do at this point? Those two can hang back for the moment. Jack says he's kind of paralyzed at the moment, just gonna play risky. Well, I'm kind of stuck doing the same thing in the mirror match. Bounce off, yep. Yeah, that's annoying. Ooh. We'll have to veer off there. Alright, now it's time to bring out the cataphracts. Good. Let's, If we charge here, then charge here, then charge here, should be able to win that. Alright, turn around and start shifting towards the position where we can shoot up that unit. Block this fallback. Good. We'll just take some pot shots for now. Go for that flank. And see what that does for us. Bounced off, too bad. But this should allow us to finally start getting past here's the thing. Let's see, we'll want to line up here on these 3 tiles. Alright, loose. And loose. I'll just accept getting shot at by the arty. Let's see if we can get you through. Zone this unit out. And is that too? Maybe it is a bit unfortunate. Alright, push forward. And forward. Maybe actually there. You go for that rough, or we could just kind of hang out, be ready to fall back into this rough ground. And what? That would be in charge range if we moved up, so we should not move up. Don't know what to do. I guess you might as well just waste some arrows. You're on low ammo anyway. Okay, shift over. And shift over. Try to put more skirmishing pressure here. And no need to charge when we have fire support moving up. Next turn. That's going to be a little bit unpleasant for a while. Just tank that impact and fall back. And again. I need to fall back out of range there. Good. Okay, well, we can continue with this business. And charge. Kind of tempted, but then they could set up a flank really easy, so I probably shouldn't. What does that do? Nothing. Good. No cohesion check. Alright, zone them in. Zone them in. You may... Let's see... we'll still be in range. Oh well. That's right, they're Korean archers. They're superior, so they're not going to auto-break from that. Okay, I'll walk them in and try for a charge. Why not? Ow. Slowly set up a flank attack. Here, charge. Really? Okay. Wow. But we can finally get behind and start working on taking out this artillery. We'll risk getting caught. On the other hand, you might pursue close to this rough ground here, which would be useful. Right, get around, try to cause that check. No. Zone them in. Alright, that's everything. So Jack is saying, 2 things took away from this. The elephants aren't really that fragile and can be useful against horse archer armies. They can. The other things that I need to work on my artillery positioning. Whole left flank basically ran roughshod because of artillery placement. Yeah, his left was kind of outside of the umbrella. Okay, that's fine. Too bad. Oh. Well, they are militia. Good timing, but we're not about to charge. Well, actually, maybe we are about to charge. Yeah, let's do that. And then, let's use you to kind of arc around so these guys can turn. Oh yeah. Now we can start risking a confrontation, even if they are impact foot. You're just running there. We have numbers, maybe we'll rally first. Okay, next up, Yeah, you're annoying and you should die. Still think you should work on that dying thing. Great. Then we can just kind of sit here. So no charging my cataphracts, please and thank you. This is a little awkward. There. Set up that flank. Keep these zones, and here we need to consider fall back. Yeah, good. Buys us a little bit of time. Now he'll still charge the cataphracts, but hopefully we can free them up soon. How terrible is this now? Yeah, it's pretty awful. Okay, well, work on these. Everyone wants to hold firm today. Well, we'll at least put enough pressure on that it's difficult for them to get too far. Good. Turn around. Start moving in. Sure. Okay. Next turn. Yep. So we're just going to have to put up with that for a little bit. It's not the best, but the cataphracts are well armored, so they should be able to take that for a little while. Good timing. Let's here. You shoot up these Thracians a bit. Let's get that flank charge in. And we're positioned for another flank, which is great. Good, and we can at least not horribly lose that melee. Can fight this. Held firm. That could be worse. Set up another flank here. I need a commander here. Alright, then what? We might as well take care of that. Push towards the disrupted raw legionaries. Shoot some arrows at them, why not? And just kind of push around. You can hold back just out of charge range in case the mediocre legionaries turn around. Here, we'll want to put some more pressure on, I think. Good, then we can get out of cohesion check range. Or when that happens, let's resolve that first. That might have been a mistake, actually. Let's, well, could have been worse. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Get these cataphracts forward. They'll start looping around the line. As much as I'd love to just charge to pin that unit in, it's not going to do any good. Great. How are these combats? They're fine, but not enough that we're going to necessarily stick it, so we'll stay where we're at for now. And arc around here as well. Or actually, here, just go this way. We might need to go the other way, depending on how far that pursuit takes them. Probably lose that unit of master archers to impact during the pursuit phase. Jack's giving me the GG. It's not quite over. Well, see where that takes you then. Sound them in, then clear the field of fire. General up for the melee POA. Break. Ooh, well, guess it doesn't matter too much. Then I suppose we might as well try for a charge because it's just about over. Protect our lights, threaten his lights. Actually, here, see what that does. Do we go for it, or just pour in more missile fire? Now let's just go for it. And if he countercharges, we would just flank, so I'll just stay there and annoying. Could have done that first. And yeah, that does appear to be over. Rallying the legionaries and the lights. Doesn't matter though, that's not enough to make a difference. So, I think we've already been over it, but leaving the Roman cavalry outside of the umbrella, it's covering artillery, left it vulnerable to being forced to charge by the threat of archery. The legionaries are dangerous, but they never really had a chance to do what they do best, which is fighting my infantry until that meant getting outflanked by said infantry. Cataphracts aren't so great at just charging and overrunning steady legionaries, but they can certainly do that to disrupted ones. And otherwise, they can just kind of hold them in place, and they can't do anything without missile support. And unfortunately, all the Roman missile support was committed elsewhere or suppressed, forced to take cover by the sheer amount of archery that I could bring to bear. A slow burn on this left wing, but it did pay off in the end. Had this continued, we would have finished all three of these units, I think, and that artillery. Naturally, I'm having a much harder time with the mirror match playing against the Romans. So a good game, Jack, and till next time.